Wow, I'm impressed. I come in to work on the Miata.
I'm watching physics stock. Leave me alone. Alright.
I don't think that we have a Miata to work on, alright? Both y'all on the brain rot short. It's time to work on the dream. Alright, what's up guys? Today we're gonna be redoing we're doing battery terminal.
Battery terminals,
Right down there.
flush, and rear diff.
Rear diff. Yep. Step 1, inspect. I'd say that's fucked. Yeah. So yeah, generally, you know, remove in correct order, and we'll come back once we got this battery out of here. Never take the red off first. That can and will cause problems. Always take the negative off. It's black. So on this one, this is positive and that's negative. So we're gonna take this post off first. Alright, so we've got the battery out right here. This is where it goes, and as y'all see, it's a little dirty. So we're gonna suck it out with the shop vac, get it looking nice and clean. Alright, now that we got that clean, we're going to take this battery over to the workbench and we're going to clean it off over there. Oh. Fuck your mother.
Alright, so now we got the battery out on the bench. Clean her up real good before we put those new terminals on there. All that corrosion, dirt off of there. Got some battery cleaner here.
Good stuff, good stuff. And it does have acid indicator, so if it changes color, you know your battery is leaking acid, which is no bueno.
Oh, that's a nice battery brush here.
Nice fresh old cut. Pry this back here. I don't see anything here, and I don't feel anything here that leads me to believe that the wires will be fraying out like that on this side. On that side, I agree. So I'd trim that one back as little as possible, but just enough to get the job done. We can't reuse it, but we can use one of the new terminals. Alright, now that we've got the terminals done, we've got this terminal right here completely redone. See no fraying on this side of the connector, just clean, smooth transition. This one's cleaned up. And then we got the battery right here, got the tray nice and cleaned out. Alright, so now that we're done putting back together the trunk after we redid the battery terminals, we're going to be back here redoing the differential gear oil, which while we were down here taking everything apart, getting ready, we were moving this bracket out of the way, which covers everything down here. That bolt is just spinning, so we're gonna have to address that at another time. But these are pretty simple. You've got two bolts, you've got drain bolt and fill bolt, and so we're gonna grab the necessary tools for that. And remember, we're gonna crack open the fill port first, because you don't want to drain out all the oil without knowing that you can put new oil in it. So we'll get right to it. Alright, got that fill opened. Oh,
Don't want to do that.
Definitely don't want to do that. slide down there. There we go. What's the, is that water? That would look like a little bit of water to me there, Robbie. Lift. See, look at that. Professional. That didn't have a lot in it. It doesn't look bad at all.
It just looks old. It doesn't look overly used or anything.
I don't know. The magnet looks
That's pretty standard.
pretty standard, pretty good.
200,000 mile car.
If I can get focus on it.
Look at it.
There we
Bash.
go. There we go. Yeah, that's not bad at all.
Sebastian.
What does that look like right there?
That's a little metally.
Yeah, I mean it's the diff, but you know, get a nice little Fingsky in there. Stinky gear oil. Uh-oh. Alright, we're gonna let this drain a little and then we'll be back.
Alright, so now that we've let our rear diff drip until it ain't dripping. Gonna clean off our drain and our fill plugs. And the
Get some light
and the
on
washers that go around them. You just want to make sure those are clean, free of debris, so they seal up nice. And we tighten this back down. I'm gonna obviously start with our drain plug.
We already took care of that.
It's full.
Yep. You see how it's dripping out, and then we grab the new, not new, but clean plug. And we're gonna torque her down good and schneid. Gut und fest, Kollege. Alright.
That's how you change out your diff oil.
That would be that.
That's
Yep, it is gut and tightened. Alright. Now we're gonna move up to the front here. And we've already got this rigged up. This is to bleed the entire cooling system to make sure that there aren't any air bubbles.
What's with the extension of it?
to get it up above the heater core.
Alright, fair enough.
Alright. Oh, we got drain pan set up. And then we see the radiator down here. You can see it has a little petcock there. Alright, and make sure that the top is open, guys. It'll flow a lot better.
We know ours is open because we have the leading contraption set up in the stopper hole.
And that coolant actually looks very clean. We're just doing this as a sanity check.
Alright, so we're not in for a flush, we can just do a drain and fill.
Nope, just a drain and fill. Now, if your guys' is dirty, make sure you flush it because you don't want to see any particulate flying around in there. That will clog up the coolant. And you will have big issues.
That stuff in your body. Keep it away from yourself.
Now that this isn't foamy. This stuff looks like Waldmeister, bro.
No, it looks like straight cancer. It looks like Chernobyl water, unironically.
Chernobyl water?
Yeah, it looks like Chernobyl water.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'd say that looks really clean. Alright guys, so we got everything drained. Got the petcock back in there. But definitely make sure you put that in there. Next step, really just you know, start filling her up. And yeah. So we got our coolant here. And we'll start with just one. And this is the 50/50. So ain't nothing to it but to do it. Get the next bottle ready. Okay. Wow, such unnecessary sounds. Yeah, unironically, let's do that. And I'm just grabbing the upper here and just squeezing it. Bash is on the lower right now. You see the level going down. Oh, let me get more coolant. Alright, we've got this little thingamajigger filled, the bleeder. So now we're going to crank her up with the heat on high and we're going to let it bleed.
Alright, hold on. Heat high. Alright.
Unfortunately, our camera footage got corrupted after this. So I'm going to play some Wreckfest and we're going to explain the simple final steps to finish up this bleeding procedure. To start, turn on the car, turn the HVAC controls all the way to hot, and then turn the blower motor all the way to full blast, and then give the vehicle a little time to warm up. Once the air is blowing hot and you see that the temperature gauge has started to rise, you can go ahead and rev the engine up gently to around 3,000 to 4,000 RPM and then let it settle back down to idle, allowing the air bubbles to escape out through the funnel. When the bubbles settled down, you can rev the engine back up and repeat that process until you see the funnel is nice and clear and no bubbles are coming back out and the air coming out of the vents is hot.
Now that that is achieved, you're going to want to shut off the vehicle. If you're using the same style bleeder funnel that we're using, you're going to take the stopper and put it in the center of the funnel and remove the funnel. Remove all of the associated piping and the radiator cap for the bleeder funnel and replace it with the original radiator cap. Clean up any coolant that may have overflowed when removing the piping from the overflow funnel, as this is a very high likelihood.
Now that you have your cooling system fully bled, you're ready to take her out on a test drive. Make sure to keep an eye on the temperature gauge for these first few miles, as there may still be air pockets present in the system. Make sure to recheck your coolant levels after that first test drive, and thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment. This guy's a fucking dork.
Bluetooth rotors, man. I was wondering why my ass was warm. Oh, shit.